Okay, let's revise how to do assessment 1. Step 1, make sure you can log into your computer. Step 2, this assessment is describing a graph, so we need to open a Word document and an Excel document. If you can see a picture or icon of Word or Excel, you can open it from that picture. If you can't, go to the search box at the bottom left. I'm going to put in Word, come up with Desktop App. I'm going to open a blank document, and the first thing I'm going to do is go to File and Save. It asks you where to save it. The easiest place is the desktop, so you can see it somewhere. So let's click Desktop. Give it a name, which I think for assessments is your name and number. So I'm going to call this Evelyn1234 and save it. Okay, we're ready to go. Now we can minimize it with this little line here. And it's open down at the bottom. Now do the same for Excel. Choose a blank one. First thing you should do is go to File, Save it. Let's choose Desktop. I'm going to give it the same name because it's a different type of file. So it's my name and number. I'm going to save it. Then I'm going to minimize it. So they're both now down at the bottom. So I can open Word, I can open Excel. If I want to see both at the same time, I can use these little rectangles here, or I can click on the corner, hold the cursor down, make it bigger or smaller. So click. When you see these arrows, click, hold it down and drag it. Okay, the next thing I need are the materials, the actual assessment. So I need to go to the Bloomsbury website and I need to go to Canvas. You will go to Student Services, I'm going to Staff Services. So make sure you can log into Canvas, which may or may not be the same login details. Go to the module. For the assessment, go to Assessment. For practice, we're going to go to Module Materials. There's some on week 2, I think. There they are. I'm going to pick week 3. So click on it to open it. You can see a preview in the window, but don't try and work with that. Always look for the blue link and download the document. You should see a pop-up box at the bottom somewhere and click Open. This is the actual task. You'll see a yellow bar. You're going to click Enable Editing, and that means you can actually work with it. Right, we've got quite a messy desktop now, so I'm just going to click these little single lines to clear everything away. These are the ones I want to work with. There's my Excel, just click on them between them. There's my blank Word. There's my task I'm actually going to be doing. Okay, so we're ready to go. Right, the next step is to put this thing here into Excel. And to do that, remember, click in it in the corner, click, left click, hold it down, and then drag it so it goes grey. Try and make it the right size, so not bigger or smaller. So make it just the right size. Take your finger off. Now go to Control C. Go to your Excel. Click anywhere in it. Again, try not to make a big box, it won't work. Just click on it. Now do Control V and it will come up. If we want to see this bigger, click on the big rectangle. So now I'm going to work with this. We need to make this table into a graph. So we need to go up to the top, choose Insert, and these are all the graphs we can choose. Don't click on the picture, click on this tiny little black arrow. It tells you what kind of graphs you can choose. Excel is also quite useful that it tells you the recommended type. So I'm actually just going to go with that and click OK. So this is the chart now. Couple of things, you might need to change the size. So see these little circles, click on it, hold and drag. So click, hold and drag. Click, hold and drag. The other thing is it hasn't got the axes. See this green cross? Click on that, choose axes titles, and now you can see we've got the titles. If you can't see that green cross, click anywhere white and it will pop up again. Now to change the title, here, here or here, just click on it and you'll get a little box. Then click in it, which can be a bit fiddly, go from the black cross to the cursor, click, hold it down and drag till it's grey. And let's give this a title. I think this is prices of everyday goods. So let's call it that. We can change this, the size of it. So let's drag again, make it grey. Go up to home. You can choose a different font. We could choose Arial. And you can choose a different size. Let's choose 16. And you could make it bold. Click anywhere. And you can see the result. If you want to move it, click on it again. Look for the black cross and move it. Let's do the same with the axis title. Click on it, then click in it, which is a bit fiddly. Nope. Click and drag. Let's give this title, I think, is cost in pounds. It's a bit small, so I'm going to click in it again. Go to home. I'm going to click Arial. I'm going to choose a larger font and make it bigger. If I want to move it, click on it, look for the black arrow and move it. Let's do the same here. Click on it, click in it. Let's change the title. These are foods. It's a bit small. Click in it again, hold, drag. Change the font to Arial, change the size to 12. Again, if I want to move it, look for the black arrow. If I want to move the whole chart underneath, look for the black arrow. Let's put it there. If you want to make your desktop bigger, look at the bottom and change the size. So that's one done. Let's go back to our document. It's down here. Do the next one. Click in it, hold, drag, click off. Then Control C. Let's go back to Excel. We don't want to put it on the same page. So go down to the bottom, look for the small cross, open a new sheet. Click anywhere, Control V, and off we go again. Go to Insert. I'm going to click Recommended Charts. Go with that. I'm going to click on it so I can see the black arrow, cross rather. Move it, make it bigger. If I can't see the green cross, click on it again. Choose the titles, change the titles, click on them, click in them, move them. It's a bit fiddly, Excel. Just practice with your cursor. And that's what you do again and again and again. Once you've made your graphs, you're going to need to describe one. So you'll need to go to Word, go to your blank document, look at your chart and describe it. It's much easier if you can see both of them. So I'm going to make this Excel smaller. Click these two boxes and just click on them, drag them around. I'm going to go back to sheet 1 That's my finished one. Make it smaller so I can see it. I don't need the original assessment anymore. Let's get rid of that. I'm clicking on them and dragging them, clicking and dragging them, and using this box here to make them bigger or smaller. I can click on it, look for the arrow, click, and also change the size here, or change the size down here. Okay, when I'm ready, start describing the graph. When you've finished, click Save. Then you will go back to Canvas. In the assessment, you would have opened the assessment like this one. You would have clicked on the assessment document, and when you're ready, you would upload your Excel file here and your Word file here, and then you submit. There is a countdown here, so make sure you do it within the time you're given. Okay, and that's about it.